There's a big focus on her love story with a guy who literally stalks her.
Yeah.
Weird.
We have to restore romance into our lives, in every aspect. It don't matter if you are 16 years old, 10 years old, if you are 40 or 80 years old. Don't matter how old you are. Romance is something that we all can embrace in our lives, and we should embrace and exercise it through our families and especially our relationships, our marriages, because it will keep our marriages strong. Hello everyone, this is Geoffrey Henderson, and thank you so much for coming to our YouTube channel. Really appreciate that. Today I have a setup like this. I'm really busy in the last couple of days doing a lot of preparation, so I cannot do this fancy setup today with the background and the blue color and all that kind of stuff. So I'm just gonna have it just like this for now, for today. And I want to talk about a topic that I think it's interesting because I've been watching a lot of videos on YouTube regarding films and what people think and modernism and stuff like that. And my topic today that I want to talk about is called What Happened to Romance? And the reason why I want to bring this up is because in the last couple of days, weeks, maybe even months, I really have seen people's opinion regarding romance and what they think about it and the point of view and how people look at that, and some of the things that I've discovered and learned over the weeks and months was really like turning me off, really off-putting to me, so I want to kind of talk about that and express my honest opinion, my feeling about that. Okay, so with that said, guys, make sure you like this video, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so. I would really appreciate that. It would help the algorithm and help innocent love. So with that said, let's get right to it, okay? What happens to romance? People nowadays look at romance like it's a silly thing. It is something that is like, I don't like that, and you must be. It is so off-putting, and it is so weird, and and it looks silly, and being romantic to somebody, a lot. I'm not saying that everybody is like that, but I'm saying certain people have this point of view, and I have learned so many things about that. Like people don't want to look at a man. Like I'm talking for a woman for now towards a man. Women don't want to look at a man as, their savior, the one that they truly love and pursue in their lives. It's all about self-empowerment and women being independent and trusting in themselves and not really relying upon their husband and their man and trying to find true love, And I have really seen this in a lot of movies, and one of the movies that I've been watching, or not movies, but like updates and reviews regarding upcoming film, is the new upcoming Snow White movie. Disney Snow White movie coming up next year, and the actress Rachel Zegler, I think her name is. She made these interviews regarding the prince. And that is not about the prince saving the princess, but it's all about her finding her own true identity, her own strength, and becoming the leader that she believes that she can be. And it is not about this romance and about finding true love, and the only reason for her to be happy is to find true love in her life. And she basically makes these funny comments and jokes about it and laughs about it, looks down at it, and it says it's so old school and old century and no one likes us anymore and stuff like that. And it's kind of like, why do people think like that? Why is it that people have this point of view?
The original cartoon came out in 1937, and very evidently so. There's a big focus on her love story with a guy who literally stalks her.
Yeah.
Weird.
Super weird.
So we didn't do that this time.
So no prince, or a different kind of prince?
We have a different approach to what I'm sure a lot of people will assume is a love story just because we cast a guy in the movie.
They do the same thing with the the new Little Mermaid movie, you know, where it's not about the man anymore and she falling in love, but it's all about her getting her independency and wanna explore this whole women empowerment thing. And it's sad because it really like has it's gonna change our culture. It's gonna change our new generation. Like, you know, all the children that are right now living on this planet, you know, they're never gonna know what it's like to truly love somebody because they're not being taught that way anymore. You know, I believe that our generation of children are being trained to have a different mindset on society, on love, and the whole perspective, and they're being taught as they're being raised up by the school system, by the media, by the society, by their parents, that they can be strong, independent by themselves and don't need to rely upon a man and stuff like that. And romance is just something that is just a fairy tale, and it's silly, and you should not really pursue something like that. And if you do that, then you're just making a fool out of yourself and all that kind of stuff. And I'm here to debunk that. I'm here to talk against that, because I believe that people who have that mindset that romance is just ridiculous and is silly and all that kind of stuff are really in itself are immature and silly by themselves. I believe that the fact that you are thinking that romance is silly and it's just, you know, it's cringy and all that kind of stuff, it actually makes you silly. It makes you ridiculous. That's what I wanted to say, you know, because romance is something that is created, I believe, out of the heart, and it's created by God. And I believe that being humble and romance are going really close. They're really hand in hand together, you know, because God always tells us to be humble, to be kind and loving. And what do you get out of that? What do you get out of a person who is kind, humble, and loving towards your partner, husband, boyfriend, whoever you want to think of? It automatically is romance. It is romance. So it came from God. And us putting that away and thinking, oh no, you cannot be romantic. You cannot be silly. You cannot be humble. You cannot be loving and kind. You got to be like smart and intellectual, and you got to be independent and all that kind of stuff. You actually walking away from what God intended us to be in our lives, you know? And we are walking away from that, and we are turning against that. And what's going to happen is that we are really, as a society, we are really shutting us down of the true type of people, the human beings that we are supposed to be in our lives, you know? And we are pretending to be something that we are not supposed to be, you know? And I think the more we as a culture are driving ourselves into this, the more blind, deceptive, foolish, idiotic we will become because of that, you know. And I think that if we keep passing this on to our children, we keep passing this mindset through the media and through entertainment, you know, we become blind. We become like freaking walking blind idiots, that at the end of the day, when God comes to judge this world, we're going to stand before him and we're going to be like, what the hell did we do? Why did we walk away so far away? You know, the simple thing, the simplicity of romance, being kind and humble and loving, is an amazing thing that you can express as a human being, okay? To think any other way regarding that is just a fool mindset, okay? Romance has to be restored in every aspect in our lives, you know, whether it's in a relationship, through media, through entertainment. You know, what happened to the love? What happened to the simple things in life? You know, all of this has to be like complicated by modernism and independency. And if it doesn't sound intellectual and if it doesn't sound intelligent, then it's foolish. Why do we have this mindset? What do we have to prove? Why can't we be simple as human beings? Why can't we kind and humble and loving. I have seen countries where people are still like that, and it is beautiful. It is very attractive to a man who knows value and who knows the value of true life, you know? And one of the things that I can say is, you know, me and my baby, we are very humble and loving and romantic towards each other. We don't act like smart and, you know, I know things better than you do, you know, but by simply keeping things simple, in our relationship, it basically keeps our relationship very strong. It keeps it strong. And I've seen this in other people. I've seen this in, you know, I have a lot of friends now through Sherry that I met that are from the Philippines. And yes, I'm saying to the Philippines because I don't see many of this in the United States. Okay? And I have seen a common mindset throughout all of the people that I know. You know, most of them, I would say, maybe not everyone, but I would say like 80, maybe 90% are having the same mindset. They are humble, they are kind, they're generous, they're sweet, they're loving, they're compassionate, you know. And I believe that most of those thinking is really in the modern society. It is in the Western society here in the United States. It's also in other countries, like what I know, like in Germany, for example, they got sometimes the same mindset. But a lot of other countries out there, people are having a whole different mindset. And they still have this, they still believe in romance, they still believe in the simple things, you know, loving, kind, and loving, whatever, you know, kindness, you know. We have to restore romance into our lives, you know, in every aspect. It don't matter if you are 16 years old, 10 years old, if you are 40 or 80 years old, don't matter how old you are, romance is something that we all can embrace in our lives, and we should embrace and exercise it through our families and especially our relationships, our marriages, because it will keep our marriages strong, you know, and also embrace it in society, express it through the social media, express it through entertainment, into your workplace, in your family, you know. Romance is something that's supposed to be valued in our lives. Okay, so that's what I want to talk about. You know, let me know your opinion regarding that and how you look at that, and if romance is important to you in your life, or is it something that you just brush under the table, that you don't think is important anymore, and that you should rather believe in intellectual things and smart things and being independent and strong. And you know what? Let me say at the very end, it's nothing wrong with being independent, okay? A lot of people out there are independent, okay? But I'm saying is that when it comes to the relationship, when it comes to meeting somebody, don't put this on that other person, but rather be humble and kind, okay? You don't have to be smart to find a partner in your life. You don't have to pretend like, you know, you have all the answers, you know. Just be simple, be kind, because your complexity that you're doing is ultimately becoming a hindrance of you finding love in your life, you know. Keep that smartness away, especially in a relationship, especially when you meet somebody, you know. Try to stop being headstrong, okay? Be simple and kind and romantic, because this is what draws other people to you. People who are having the same mindset. And if people don't have the mindset, guess what's going to happen? Your simplicity, your kindness will make them uncomfortable. Most of them. Sometimes they're idiots, or they will take advantage of you, you know. And I hope this won't be you in your life. But I'm saying simply be kind, loving, and romantic. Okay, embrace romance in your life. Okay. With that said, guys, I hope you like what you heard. Make sure you like, share, and comment, and subscribe to our channel. We really appreciate that. And with that said, guys, thank you and peace out.
In the